Here at Vancouver Festival with Susan and Michael, and they are visiting here. Is this your guys' first time here?
Oh, no. We've been coming. We discovered it, I think, in about the second year.
Okay.
And been coming ever since.
Nice.
It's a wonderful event.
I mean, we live not that far away. So.
Oh, nice. So this is like part of the community.
Yeah.
And I think you mentioned before, so you used to work at the province as a critic, right? Like back in 70s, 60s?
I retired, one of the older guys, I guess, here at this event. But
you got the swag, though.
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, this cuts right across the generations.
Yeah.
An old friend of ours in there is
George Metzger?
George Metzger, yeah, who's here with Vancouver Graphics.
Oh, nice.
Hell, George and I met down on 4th Avenue in a comic shop in the early 1970s.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And then there's some of the... just today, we met a lovely young artist named... what was Ms. No's first name?
Oh, dear.
Yeah,
I'm losing names.
She's here at Vancouver, debuting her adaptation of Margaret Atwood's Handmaid's Tale.
What?
Yes.
I think was it near the exit?
Yeah,
I think
she's along the back wall.
I think I seen that.
Yeah.
And she's just
wonderful artist.
a wonderful artist. Discovered her
last name
Witchling
is N-O-U-S.
book for the first time, and we obviously bought a copy of The Handmaid's Tale because that's but no, she's again, you go from George, who's from the 60s underground, to Renee No, who is, I mean, right now,
Yeah.
Handmaid's Tale. So, I mean, that's the range this particular event has, and that's why it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's not just one fixed thing. It's
No, and the fact of the matter is, for somebody who's, well, getting on in years, the creative energy that you just feel in the halls is something that is, well, it's a tonic.
It is! Yeah, I thought I was feeling that. Like, I feel this rush of, every time you turn the corner, oh, you see some...
Precisely, yeah.
Yes.
Pia Guerini and Boothby, one of the comic power couples in town. I was a little disappointed this year Robin Bougie wasn't here, but he may be here next year. Wow, who else have we run into? Oh, got to mention...
Robin Bougie and his wife, Rebecca Dart, who's there.
You say Robin Bougie?
Bougie, yeah.
That's cool last name. Because people always say that word, like, oh, they go, you're so bougie. If anyone...
No, bougie. Bougie as in...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. B-O-U-G-I-E.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, when we first ran into you, a fellow went by wearing a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
It said on it Cinema Sewer, which is the name of Brian's publication for many
Cinema Sewer. Look, all these connections flying around.
Well, yeah, Vancouver is a real hub.
It is
for
a hub.
Comic creativity.
It is.
And Vancouver basically brings all these people together once a year.
Yeah.
And you get to reacquaint yourself with old friends. Miriam Libicki, who is, she teaches over at Emily Carr.
Nice.
But she also produced a series of comics called Jopic.
Jopic?
Sort of an autobiographical memoir of her time in the Israeli Defense Forces when she was a young woman.
Nice.
Well, I mean, she's still a young woman.
Yeah.
But
we got some of that young energy in the back.
Unless I forget that Vancouver had a predecessor. Before Vancouver, there was Word on the Street and Word Under the Street.
Word Under the Street?
Word Under the Street, yeah. It was held in the basement of the downtown library.
Nice. So it was like kind of
that was where locally produced comics were done.
And it was more exclusive, kind of.
Well, no, it's not that it was exclusive. It was just local.
Word Under the Street.
Vancouver brings in people from all over the continent.
That's amazing.
Yeah. No, there are people here from New York and Denver and
California. It gets you excited, like, they're in Vancouver. Not that Vancouver is... It's kind of like that kid brother of, like, New York or something. Or
well...
It's a different place.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. When I was working,
I don't want to.
I had a little button that I wore that said, "We don't care how they do it in New York." Vancouver is one of the 3 top production centers in North America for movies and television. And
That's facts.
Oh, yeah.
and hey, you know, that's important.
It is.
The fact that we have all the creators that we have here in comics and animation, that's important. And that's local. And we're nobody's kid, brother.
Yeah.
Robin Bushy's wife, for instance, Rebecca Dart.
Yes.
She works for My Little Pony. She's one of the major story producers for My Little Pony.
Creators for My Little Pony.
The animation.
Like, I mean, it can be perceived as that because it's kind of like, you know, in a lot of movies that they don't show Vancouver, but they're filmed in Vancouver.
Yeah.
So, like, in movies they'll be taking place in New York, but it's all Vancouver. So it's like...
Actually, New York stuff is done in Toronto.
Toronto gets most of the New York stuff.
Or like other
just
places.
about everywhere else. Vancouver.
Winnipeg also subs for New York occasionally, or Chicago.
Yeah.
But you know, they just have way more brick.
I just seen like some YouTube thing talking about that whole how Vancouver's in so many movies and...
Oh yeah.
Oh well.
It's like,
and the locally done TV shows. What's interesting is some of the longest running TV shows out there are filmed in Vancouver. You know,
Supernatural.
is what? It's
awesome.
14. It's in its 14th season, I believe. They're going to go one more. But Supernatural, the boys travel all over North America, and it's all shot right.
Even in Langley, like that area, Langley and.
Oh yeah, that's
Maple Ridge. There was a lot of really cheesy, low-budget movies shot in Maple Ridge.
You look at a TV movie around Christmas time, and there are a lot of movies, Christmas movies, Hallmark stuff.
Channel mostly.
I mean, Vancouver is Christmas central for making these TV movies.
It's a good trick considering how little snow we get.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh yeah, and you're mentioning Maple Ridge. Well,
oh no, she did actually.
You'll see an awful lot of Maple Ridge in those made-for-TV movies. We also have a remarkable industry in cheesy science fiction made-for-TV movies.
Yeah.
And a whole lot of people in this town.
Oh, Riverdale.
Yes.
Yeah.
A whole lot of people in this town, you know, pay their rent by working in the movies.
The chair of last year's local science fiction convention, VCon, he was he works on Riverdale as one of the props guy. So
I have an aunt. She's does makeup on the set.
There you go.
It's crazy. I mean, it's like
movie industry touches just a lot of.
It's like adding a little bit of magic because you go, oh, this is shooting, and people kind of go, okay. If someone sees it for a second, they kind of go, oh. And you guys probably see a lot because you guys are around here.
Well, yeah, and we've seen a lot, you know, sort of over that arc of the years.
Yeah.
Well, you said I was being too modest. All right, I'll say something immodest.
Okay.
I'm the guy who wrote the article in the BC Encyclopedia on the film industry in Vancouver.
What? I'm like, how do you know that much?
Yeah.
You just kept
because I saw the history.
I know, I believed it all, but I was like, wow, it just kept more. I'm like,
and this is one of the reasons why maybe when people describe us as kind of, you know, LA's kid brother, stuff like that, my basic reaction is, get out of town.
Get out of town.
You know, Vancouver is its own thing, and it's a wonderful thing. And Vancaff's part of that, which is one of the reasons why, as I say, I really enjoy being here, seeing the, meeting old friends,
and being here with, Sue.
Well, yeah.
Is Benjamin Dewey coming back from Portland this year? He does a wonderful series of unfortunate, not series of unfortunate events. Sadness reprieves and unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yes, well, not going into that.
Well, everybody.
Don't talk. Unless you start talking about the scooter thing.
Has their specialities. And it's, as I say, sitting in on some of the panel discussions, it's interesting to hear people talk about their influences. The moderator of the last panel we went to asked what his influences were. He said, well, Ursula K. Le Guin. Has anybody ever heard of her? Well, have we heard of Ursula K. Susan, did you not share a panel with Ursula K. Le Guin?
And Harlan Ellison in Bellingham once.
Yeah,
yes.
Bellingham.
About religion and science fiction.
It's just wonderful seeing that arc of history establish itself. And know that we had, we've seen an awful lot of it go by, and plan to be around and see a lot more of it.
Nice. Well, it was really nice talking to you guys, and I'm surprised this phone is still letting me record, because sometimes it'll be like memory full. But it's actually amazing talking to you guys. And can you repeat that encyclopedia thing again?
Oh, well, there's a big book published by Harbour Press called the Encyclopedia British Columbia.
Harbour Crest?
Harbour Press.
Harbour Press.
And it was published, I guess, about 1999 there.
1999.
Year 2000.
That's
and as
a
I
lucky
said,
year.
The editor was Daniel Francis, and he called upon me. I was still at the province at the time to do an article on film industry in BC.
Film industry in BC. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, and you may as well tell people you have a website.
Let's get it rocking, guy.
With the reviews that he wrote during the 23 years he was the film critic for the province.
Yeah.
Province newspaper. He's republishing those reviews
and my nails look kind of shoddy.
on with new forwards and afterwards. You know, bringing them in.
Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. This is the website. It's reelingback.com. Yes. My camera's being funny. And yeah, Michael Walsh. Walsh, I love that name. Because 90210 Brandon Walsh.
Ah.
Yep.
Aha.
Everything old is news again.
It is.
That's catchy. I'm gonna definitely check that out. And anyone watching this, and you wanna, you know, get some more info and interesting stuff, please check it out.
I'll look for the blippy hits.
Alright, we are signing off.
Oh my God, you're gonna make me famous.
No, you're gonna make no. Alright. See, okay, I'm gonna end this. Alright.